Hello and welcome to Hollywood Calling. I'm Asima Katauka and you are watching News X World. From celebrity scoops to film and music buzz, here's your quick look at what's making headlines in entertainment today. U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian has asked attorneys in Sean Diddy Combs' case to submit sentencing information on similar defendants by September 1st, ahead of Combs' October 3rd sentencing. Justin Bieber has surprised fans with a new 20-track album titled Swag, his first release in 4 years, featuring collaborations with Sexyy Red, Cash Cobain and Gunna. According to media reports, the album includes songs like Daisies and Butterflies and was dropped amid concerns over Bieber's mental health. James Gunn called Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 script great, but confirmed that both it and The Brave and the Bold are still in early development. Games Radar Plus reported Gunn, who was just wrapped the Superman press tour, said he plans to read the Batman sequel script soon, as Andy Muschietti remains attached to direct The Brave and Bold. Brad Pitt seeks private communication in his legal battle with Angelina Jolie over Chateau Miraval. Jolie claims Pitt demanded an NDA tied to abuse allegations. Their post-divorce dispute shows no sign of ending. Sean Diddy Combs will learn his fate on October 3rd. That's when he'll be sentenced for his conviction on 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. He was acquitted on more serious sex trafficking and racketeering charges. A huge win, his lawyers say. But make no mistake, Combs faces up to 20 years in prison. Prosecutors are pushing for 4 to 5 years. His team wants a lighter sentence. For now, the music mogul remains behind bars, waiting. So will Diddy walk free or spend years behind prison walls? We'll find out this fall. Justin Bieber has dropped a surprise new album titled Swag, featuring 12 tracks and collaborations with artists like Cash Cobain and Gunna. The release comes amid public concern over his mental health and privacy following a viral confrontation with paparazzi. The album samples that incident and includes themes of faith, love, and family. Promo images feature Fife Haley and their son. Swag is Bieber's first full album in 4 years, signaling a bold and emotional comeback. Pedro Pascal and Ebon Moss-Bachrach have officially joined the cast of Marvel's upcoming reboot, The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Pascal will take on the role of Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic, while Moss-Bachrach is confirmed to play Ben Grimm, famously known as The Thing. The film, which marks Marvel's reintroduction of the iconic superhero team into the MCU, is set to begin production later this year. Fans can expect the much-anticipated release in 2025 as Marvel Studios continues to expand its cinematic universe with fresh faces and familiar heroes. Now we're joined by Bhuvan Lal. He's an author and filmmaker joining us live from New Delhi. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to News X World. Marvel's reboot of Fantastic Four comes with high expectations. What kind of tone or storytelling shift would people like to see this time around, according to you?
Fantastic Four is one of the unique contributions of the Marvel Universe. This is a family that does incredible things after it got affected by cosmic ray and acquired these supernatural powers. So the mother and the father, along with the Thing and their son, are going to save the Earth. And that's a favorite thing for Marvel for all these years. That's really where it's going. from what we have learned after seeing the promos and the teasers, it's going to be a great ride. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And Bhuvan, in an era of superhero fatigue, what should Marvel do to make Fantastic Four feel fresh and essential again?
Uh, a lot of people say that, but if you look at the numbers and the way the movies are coming out, the Marvel Universe is going to make even more money in the coming years than ever before. They have sort of perfected the art of showing incredible things that have never been seen in cinema before. So this time around, again, the superpowers that are available to the four protagonists will out, outspace the foreign or international or possibly alien environment that is attacking Earth. That's all I can say as of now after seeing the promos. But having said that, the storyline seems to be very much in line with what Stan Lee had thought, and they're still working with the same characters and bringing them up to speed with modern the audiences. The look and feel of the film is very unique. It's in the sort of cross between 60s New York and America, and now, and some of the elements that were Fantastic Four was known for, including their car, has been retained. So it's a new mix. It's been tried before. Fantastic Four hasn't had a great run in the past with Marvel Universe, but this time around, I think they've got a few things going that will make it happen.
And Lal, as a filmmaker, what's the biggest challenge in balancing fan nostalgia with original vision when rebooting such an iconic franchise like this one?
Being true to the original is the biggest challenge. That's the first thing. Being very, close to reality in terms of the problems that Earth faces today, and then finding these superhuman people or characters or heroes accomplished the impossible, and creating the space between their powers and the challenges they have creates a new dimension, and a lot of imagination is required there to create so much overpowering obstacles for the main protagonist that they have to really employ their supernatural powers to get past these problems.
And Bhuvan, what challenges come with reintroducing a well-known team to a universe already filled with heroes here?
I think there are not enough heroes. I think we still can do with a lot more heroes, because the way the whole movie business is structured with the Marvel Universe is that not only there is a fan following with each hero, there is a whole merchandising, marketing, and other toys and stuff related to it. So the more the merrier, and the new generation, the next generation, the following generation, they are now waking up to old characters. All these characters are pretty old, they're set in 60, 50 years ago, but they have been updated. So every 10, 15 years, they have to be brought in with a new feel and look.
Thank you, Bhuvan, for sharing that insight. You will stay with us as we stay on the topic. Christopher Nolan's epic The Odyssey has hit a casting change. Cosmo Jarvis, known for Shogun and Warfare, has exited the project due to scheduling conflicts. He's now set to star in Young Stalin, a biopic on the early years of the Soviet leader. Jarvis is being replaced by Prometheus and Upgrade star Logan Marshall Green. Starring Matt Damon as Odysseus, the film also features Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, and more, currently filming in Sicily. The Odyssey is set for July 2026 release. Now we go back on our discussion with Bhuvan Lal. He's an author and filmmaker. Thank you, Bhuvan, for staying with us. Now, Christopher Nolan adapting The Odyssey is a bold move. What makes this ancient epic ripe for modern cinematic retelling epic or significant?
Chris Nolan is one of the finest filmmakers there is, and his body of work is unique. what he's accomplished in his time as Hollywood's most prominent sort of modern day storyteller. He has gone into areas other filmmakers have not gone. He plays with time and space. That's his main domain expertise, and he brings out stories in a cinematic format that is only very unique to him. Now, taking on Homer's epic is not an easy thing. It's a tremendous responsibility, and it's not as if Nolan has been successful every time he did something original. He has had problems. Dunkirk was an issue, and I think Tenet also had some issues. But now he's working in a domain which is far well known than those two subjects. And people all over the world are looking forward to his take on the subject. The teaser has just been released with Jurassic World Rebirth. There are comments all over the place. Social media is filled with it. People have reservations. People are looking forward to it. People are excited. People are disappointed. All of that is out there. But I think Nolan is going to do a tremendous job. He's been promised $250 million by Universal Studio. So that's going to put the film right on top.
In Bulan, Cosmo Jarvis is out, Logan Marshall Green is in. How might this casting change or impact the film's tone or dynamic, according to you?
Yeah, it's too early to say. I don't want to comment on individuals, but I think the way Nolan structures his films, the characters become really important as they go along, and his choice of actors has been very unusual, but very very precise. He's accomplished a lot with some of those stars. His last film, Oppenheimer, as an example, was something so unique and so individualistic as a cinema, and yet it made so much money and became the favorite for Oscars. So he always gets it right in that format. So I hope he can do, and I look forward to seeing the film and then commenting on how he went about with the actors.
Yes, and thank you, Bhuvan Lal, for joining us today and sharing your insight as author as well as filmmaker. Now we move on to our next news. Brad Pitt is pushing for private communications in his ongoing legal war with ex-wife Angelina Jolie over their former French winery, Chateau Miraval. Pitt's latest filing targets a key figure at Stoli Group, which bought Jolie's stake in 2021. Allegedly without Pitt's approval, violating a prior agreement, Jolie fired back, claiming Pitt refused to buy her out unless she signed an NDA to silence abuse claims from a 2016 flight. Their divorce was finalized last December, but with both sides refusing to back down, peace still seems far off. Now we're joined by our guest Kapil Madan. He's an advocate from New Delhi. Thank you, Kapil, for joining us today. Welcome to NewsX World. How significant is Pitt's push for private communications in this ongoing legal and kind of public feud, according to you?
So I think in any kind of a civil dispute, contractual disputes, evidence plays the key. I mean, you'll be able to win your case basis the evidence, or you'll be able to lose the case basis the evidence. And this is an attempt to get relevant evidence which Brad Pitt does not have in his possession. And if he's able to get this evidence, thereafter he can use it during the course of the trial, and he can argue before the court that yes, indeed there was a violation, and in fact the violation was a deliberate violation. There was a precondition where his consent was required to sell the shares. Despite that condition being there, the other side has deliberately violated. So I think all these communication will be very crucial insofar as the final adjudication of the dispute is concerned.
And Kapil, does this Jolie's NDA accusation shift public or legal momentum in her favor?
Well, I think if we'll speak about the document which we have not really seen. We don't really know the content. It is, only the plaintiff who would know what is that document and how he intends to use that document. So anything that I will say on the subject would be a speculation only. And I think we should all wait once this document is out, once this document is in public domain. I think we'll be in a better position to comment on this.
Yes, indeed. And Kapil, what role does Stoli Group play in escalating this dispute, and is Pitt's claim strong enough according to you?
Well, again, I would say, I would not, like to take any position insofar as whether, Mr. Brad Pitt's case is strong or whether, Miss Jolie's case is strong. Ultimately, every case is decided basis the evidence you present in the court. And we are at a stage where parties are in a process of bolster their respective sites. Once those documents are out, so I think that would be a better position where someone will be able to gauge where do they stand legally and in which direction the case is likely to go.
Thank you, Kapil Madan, for joining us today. You will stay with us as we stay on this topic. Blake Lively is set to testify under oath on July 17th in her civil lawsuit against It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni. Lively accuses Baldoni of sexual harassment and workplace retaliation, claims he denies. Baldoni's counterclaims of defamation and extortion were dismissed earlier this year. His attorney vows a tough deposition, claiming to have video and text evidence. Both stars are expected to testify when the case heads to trial in March 2026. With tensions high, Lively says she's determined to stand up for women's rights. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Kapil Madan. He's an advocate here in New Delhi. Thank you, Kapil, for staying with us. What legal weight does Blake Lively's upcoming deposition carry in this high-profile case, according to you?
Well, we've all seen, in Blake Lively's case, there was a lot of hue and cry about the defamation case that was being filed by the other side. And that defamation case was dismissed by the court because the court said that the accusations and the factual assertions made by Blake Lively, was reported by the media, and therefore, her accusations and her imputations are protected under the law. So therefore, the court have not taken cognizance of the defamation issue filed by the other side, and we are at this stage. The trial is likely to begin, and once the trial starts, we would have more clarity about how Blake Lively is trying to testify, and we would also see what kind of defenses the other side will have to disprove, to discredit what Blake Lively has to say in the court.
Thank you very much, Kapil Madan, for joining us today and sharing your insight in our news. Now we move on to our next news. Batman fans, hold up to your capes. James Gunn just dropped a juicy update on The Brave and the Bold and called the script for The Batman 2, in his words, great. At Superman's premiere, Gunn confirmed he's finally diving into Matt Reeves' sequel script, but his focus is also on building the DC universe. Yes, 2 Batman are coming, one in Reeves' Dark Elseworlds and one in Gunn's rebooted DCU. Will this double bat experiment work? Only time will tell. Until then, get ready for a whole lot of Gotham on the big screen. Now we move on to our next news. Wednesday Addams, yes, the razor-witted deadpan queen herself, is back. Season 2 of Wednesday lands on Netflix in 2 parts. First part on August 6th and second part on September 3rd. So mark your calendars. This time Nevermore Academy is darker, stranger, and more dangerous than ever. Expect new mysteries, fresh enemies, and the Addams family moving into Wednesday's world. This time Morticia Gomez Pugsley have bigger roles, with the twist Wednesday thinks she's in control until the rules change. Nothing is as it seems. So, are you ready to face the darkness? Wednesday wouldn't have it any other way. Timothée Chalamet has surprised fans by apparently shaving his head for his role in the upcoming Dune Messiah. Photos circulating online show the actor with a dramatically new look, sparking excitement and plenty of reactions from fans on social media. Chalamet first starred as Paul Atreides in the 2021 hit Dune, and anticipation is high for the sequel. With this bold new appearance, it's clear he's fully committed to bringing the iconic character to life once again. Now we move on to our next news. Jessie J is celebrating good news following her breast cancer surgery. The 37-year-old singer shared that test results show no spread of the disease, calling it a moment of happy tears. Jessie underwent a mastectomy in June and has been open about her journey, receiving an outpouring of support online. In a heartfelt post, she shared a video of her young son saying, "Mommy's gonna be okay," and confirmed she is. Jessie is now preparing for reconstructive surgery and gearing up to release her first album in years. Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry may be over, but they're still sailing through summer together. Just weeks after ending their 9-year relationship, Orlando shared photos from a family trip to Italy with Katy, their daughter Daisy, and his son Flynn. Yes, the exes were spotted relaxing on a yacht, smiling, connecting, and co-parenting. Their reps say this isn't a reunion, but a reset. Their shared priority? Daisy, love may shift, but respect remains. So don't be surprised if you see more of Katy and Orlando together, just in a new chapter. Blackpink is back. The K-pop icons just dropped a teaser for their new music video, Jump, set to premiere at midnight ET on July 11th. The 30-second clip shows the group in a sleek cityscape, ending with Rose's intense stare. First performed live during their Deadline World Tour on July 5th, Jump marks Blackpink's big return in 2025. Here's a closer look at their comeback.
Blackpink kicked off their Deadline World Tour in Seoul with a bang, unveiling their new, unreleased single Jump for the first time ever on stage. The performance instantly went viral, sparking massive online reactions, even though the song hasn't been officially released yet. A short teaser of Jump posted on social media had earlier drawn praise from fans worldwide, fueling hype for Blackpink's long-awaited comeback. But while international fans are loving the new sound, some Korean netizens are not impressed and have voiced strong criticism online. Comments on the popular Korean forum Thiku described the song as B-class and said it didn't sound like a typical Blackpink release. Still, fans around the globe are holding out for the official drop, hoping the final version of Jump will win over the critics. The comeback marks Blackpink's return as a group after solo projects, and all eyes are now on how Jump will perform on the global charts. Bureau Report, NewsX World.
The stars were out in full force at the world premiere of Superman in Los Angeles. David Corenswet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult lit up the red carpet as fans got a first look at James Gunn's superhero reboot. Let's have a deeper look at the premiere.
Rachel Brosnahan stuns on the red carpet in a bold purple sequined cutout gown at the Superman premiere in Hollywood. The actress who plays Lois Lane turns heads with her custom Ralph Lauren look featuring midriff cutouts and dramatic open back. Fans praise Brosnahan's red carpet moment, flooding social media with comments like "Lord have mercy" and "absolutely rocking it." Her purple gown is being seen as a clever nod to comic book Lois Lane, with Reddit users calling it the style choice, no coincidence. Brosnahan completed her look with a long, low ponytail starburst earrings, and a soft red lip to complement the regal purple tone. Her co-star David Cornswet, who plays Superman, matched her glamour in a navy three-piece suit from Ralph Lauren purple label. The highly anticipated film, directed by James Gunn, premieres on July 11th, promising a fresh take on Clark Kent's dual life. Bureau Report, News 6 World.
Now we move on to our next news. Dennis Richards and Aaron Pfeiffer are calling it quits after 6 years of marriage. Pfeiffer, 52, filed for divorce in Los Angeles, citing irreconcilable differences and listing their separation date as July 4th. He's requesting spousal support, claiming Richards earns over $250,000 a month through OnlyFans, TV, and brand deals, while he's had no income for a year. The couple, who wed in 2018, recently appeared in their reality show Dennis Richards and Her Wild Things. Though they once vowed never to divorce, their split now seems final. Angela White, formerly known as Blac Chyna, has ended her engagement to Grammy-winning producer Derek Milano. The 37-year-old confirmed the split on Instagram, saying after much prayer and reflection, they've decided to part ways. The couple began dating in May 2023 and got engaged in October during a surprise on-stage proposal at Howard University's Yard Fest. Despite the breakup, both White and Milano say they still care deeply for one another and are choosing to follow God's path as they move forward separately. Thailand's viral pygmy hippo Moodang just turned 1. The Khao Keo Open Zoo marked the occasion with a 4-day festival drawing fans worldwide. Nicknamed the Chaos Rage Potato, Moodang has over 5 million followers and continues to charm with her snack munching and pond battling antics. Here's how Moodang stole the spotlight.
At Thailand's Khao Keo Open Zoo, fans are flocking to celebrate the birthday of a very unlikely superstar, Moodang, the Chaos Rage Potato who once stole hearts across the internet. Known for her bouncy antics and rosy-cheeked face, Moodang, a pygmy hippo, shot to fame as a baby, racking up 5 million followers and even quadrupling zoo ticket sales at her peak. Now weighing in at 93 kilos, the birthday girl is a bit less bouncy but still beloved. Around 100 fans gathered Thursday for her fruit-covered cake, including one who flew in from Malaysia just to see her. Day 1 of the 4-day bash featured quirky events like talk titled Moodang's Cheekiness and even a beautician who spent $3,000 to sponsor her birthday cake. While her fame may have dipped since last year, handlers say her eyes still light up for cameras, and new fans continue to discover her charm. She's part of a short-lived club of internet animal stars, alongside Pesto the penguin and China's panda Hua Hua, whose cuteness captured heart even if only briefly. Now living a quieter life of snacks and naps, Moodang's legacy includes merchandise, memes, and a hope that her fame drew attention to the endangered pygmy hippo with just 2,500 left in the wild. Later this week, her handlers will auction off her belongings, though it's unclear exactly what memorabilia a 1-year-old hippo can collect. Her caretakers know she won't be a viral icon forever, but say her story will continue to inspire love and maybe spotlight conversation for years to come. From a viral baby to a mellow hippo queen, Moodang may be slowing down, but for her fans, she's still larger than life. Bureau Report, News 6 World.
Well, that's a wrap on Hollywood Calling for today. Your daily dose of stars, styles, and stories returns soon.